Ice Fiber Override.
To make a long story short, I did not like this chapter, and if that's going to be something that bothers you, do not watch the rest of this video, because I promise you, I said a lot of negative things throughout the chapter, especially towards the end. At the end, I have a whole rant. So there's no point in you sitting 2 hours for a video you're not going to like. You can leave your dislikes now if you want to, because like I said, this chapter wasn't really for me, but the gameplay will still continue. But I just don't like to waste people's times with stuff that they may not like. So that's why I'm throwing this at the front of the video. All right. So again, if you have any issues with negative thoughts on a chapter, don't watch the rest of this video. And if you do decide to watch the rest of the video and you have criticisms or complaints about what I said, feel free. But if you're just going to throw ad hominems and straight insults at me, take your ass somewhere else. I'm not really with that. So let's just clear the air there. And let this be a warning to anybody who watches my Danganronpa videos. I stay 100% honest in how I feel things. That doesn't mean that what I'm saying is an objective fact or anything like that. But what it means is that I will not forsake my honesty for other people's feelings, as far as like, you can't say negative stuff, we want to enjoy. Fuck that. If you got a problem with it, you just gotta go somewhere else. I like views, I like likes, but I like talking shit more. That's just how it is. Byakuya fans, if you're here, strap in and let's begin.
You might have got everybody else fooled. Bro, the fact that Byakuya tried to drag me along for this mission, it's so he can have somebody to go, yeah. It was Toko. Toko was acting weird. Bruh, why was Byakuya all of a sudden wanting to work with me now? Come on, man. I got you figured out. Yeah, and I'm about to find out your secret. What you wanted to hide? All that. I'm getting all that.
Well, thrills, chills, kills.
Woo! Let's save. Let's save. Let's go, man. I'm finished with my preparations. Come on, Judge.
Begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out...
I don't need that.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Hold on.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. What kind of blunt instrument could it have been? Shit.
Bro, how do I guess I can't do it right now.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
I'm trying to turn down the background music.
According to the Monokuma
Oh well.
file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
Shut up.
Interesting.
Huh?
That certainly would make a powerful weapon.
Why wouldn't they let me? What?
Okay. Correct.
Why won't it let me? What? Am I doing this wrong? Oh, I got. Okay. That's so stupid.
To the Monokuma file, the killer used
I guess.
I bet it was enough. No, it's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Okay, we got the obvious out the way.
Looked at her head wound?
Yes.
Yay! That's so creepy!
Do y'all not want to figure out who killed the person?
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
No, Byakuya, I'm not letting you get that off. I'm not letting you get that off.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack. The culprit is Genocide Jack, I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
No, it's wrong! I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case.
Which are?
The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
I hate him. I fucking hate him. I hate him. You next. You're next. Motherfucker.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic.
And it's a characteristic that you're leaving out, which is a scissors.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Of course, you want me to stop.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
No, Genocide Jack is Toko for sure. But Toko didn't do it.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
But you killed her. You killed Chihiro. Stop playing.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What? Okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever.
Bloodophobia.
What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Hemphobia, Hina. Keep up.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
She's too, nigga. It's the Raya thing, right on the frog's back. He's two niggas. Wait, what? What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? I might be cooked. Oh, schizo? That's okay. I thought, okay, there, okay, I got it. I didn't know what they was trying to spell. I was like, what the fuck are they trying to, what are they doing?
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, it's almost my time. I got 2 minutes left to drink
Say that
something.
about Miss
Shit.
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Yeah.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
But we don't know what triggered it. It probably got triggered after the fact that Chihiro already got murdered. And of course he would know all this information given that he had the file. Byakuya, I got you, bro. Like it, we gonna execute you. Don't worry. We gonna get you a nice execution, bro. Everybody gonna have front row tickets. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
My question though is like, okay, let's say it is Byakuya and we execute him. What do we do about Toko then? Knowing that she's a serial killer, what do we do? Either Toko's gonna like kill herself some way, like by either like literally just killing herself or by like going after somebody else. I don't know, but I just can't see us solving this case, executed Byakuya, and then we just like with Toko we just like having fun. I can't see that, so I feel like both of them are gonna die. I just don't know how.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first.
What if she doesn't wait to the execution and just kills him herself?
You said that
That'd
as
be
long
nice.
as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Bring out Genocide Jack, man. Let's go. Hey, we turned up in this bitch.
Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide Jill, you know what I'm saying? Tongue work, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we here, sue you.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Fuck you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
What happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
You know what I'm saying? So Saucy, do you accept her for who she is? Because that's what she's saying. She stinks. She's a serial killer. Self-esteem issues. That's cool with you?
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
Fuck yeah, Mondo. Okay.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back view.
Yeah?
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun! Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question? What's up?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Genocide Jill gonna be like, that worked? That shit was sloppy.
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Yes, kidding!
It's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
How could they let this murderer get away? Says the nigga who's killing children.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
No, I got doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I'm sorry. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
I believe her.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
I believe it.
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Let's go!
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof?
Oh my god.
Give it up. You killed her.
You only believe her because you like that thing you did? I don't know how long you've been here, but I've been cracked this case. I've been cracked this case.
The modus operandi.
No, it's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases.
There was no scissors.
How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
And she got custom scissors.
I murder with
She got the Ryuko blade.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. You're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Hey, Chef Boyardee, that's the, yeah. She be out in the trenches.
This is no creation of mine.
Facts.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
The way the body is suspended was through with extension cords. Genocide Jack kills them with the scissors, pinning them to the wall or whatever they are.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
I got it!
I got it!
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
And by the way, Chihiro's not a girl. Chihiro's a guy. I've been figured this out an hour ago. Check the tapes.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
Just wait till it's revealed so I can do my little flex.
You know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? She called him a Big Mac. Nah, Genocide Jill. Yeah. Yeah.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
What's the other difference?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
What does that mean?
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
What, were they all men?
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Lolly girl.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
Oh, so she only kills men.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
Let her rock, man. Let her rock, man.
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
So she's a big fan of yaoi.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly Kurt!
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Lowly? Kurt?
You heard her? Yeah.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors?
They custom.
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
That's that natural. You think I need 2 hands to pray? She said, "You sure?" Oh shit. Oh nah, Jill kind of raw. I can't count. I can't lie, Jill kind of raw.
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you!
I'm not a Toko fan. I'm a Jill fan.
So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
She really is on the ass. I can't count.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Yeah.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
That Byakuya sold himself. We know. Byakuya sold himself. I've been waiting.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yeah, we getting you out of here. I told you I was getting you out of here. I told you I was getting you out of here. Yes, sir.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious?
From the beginning.
You must have an answer.
What you mean from the beginning? Check the tapes. I was on your ass from the beginning.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange. You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Now get the reveal that Chihiro's a guy. I'm waiting.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
I'm on go. Okuma file number 2.
So, you said Byakuya...
What the fuck is the Okuma file number? The time of death is blah blah blah. The body was discovered in the girl's locker room. So the cause of death was a blow to the head with one object. She was killed instantly.
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
You wish you took me with you?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Is this it? I was about to say, that didn't sound right.
Shoot!
Ah!
I wish I could fast forward his comments. You don't have anything to the conversation.
Chihiro, who was a girl.
Oops.
Shoot!
Oh my god, now I gotta hear this again. I don't know which one it is though, so it's not that for sure.
Who was a girl.
Shoot!
Was Chihiro. So of course I would suggest we check the girls.
The victim.
Who was a girl.
Oh, just fail me, nigga.
Shoot!
Just fail me. Why would they vote for me though? How does that make sense? That don't make no damn sense. What?
Is this really the end
What?
for all of us?
Why would they vote for me though? Because I spoke up too many times? They just got fed up? That doesn't make any damn sense. Okay, let's listen. What? So it's a new function I didn't even know about. If you aim at the weak spot, hold down the X. Oh my god, nigga.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we...
But he was acting weird. If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim. Who was a girl.
Oh. Okay. Wait, no, I'm still a little confused about what the fuck I'm doing.
It's Chihiro, who was a girl.
Said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
What? Okay, maybe it's the opposite
So,
way.
you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we...
Let's shoot this
But he
nigga.
was acting...
Reaction. The victim was Chihiro.
God damn.
What's wrong? I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Sloppy mistake, my nigga.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead, show us. What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
This nigga acting like AMG. Like I'm beating him in an argument, but he's acting like he's still winning. What the fuck? my main character like, I got him cornered, but he has such confidence.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Yes. Why is Celestia looking like that?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
Yeah.
And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope.
Stop fucking lying. Stop playing.
It's wrong. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Why is this surprising? Did y'all not examine the body? Do y'all not like look at anything? How are they meant to judge niggas if they don't investigate themselves? Like, what?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once.
No. Do y'all understand how crazy? I gotta turn on. Do y'all understand how crazy that is? That they come down this elevator knowing that they had to pick someone, and if they're wrong, everybody else dies. Do you know how crazy it is that they do no research and they just go in here raw dogging that motherfucker? Bro, this is insane. These niggas don't care. Why is it that I had to tell them this information? I shouldn't have to tell them that it was an extension cord that was used to hang old girl up. Like that's something they should have just saw. This is not stuff that took like deep research. This is literally stuff that they could just see. And they always act shocked like, what the fuck? She got killed by a dumbbell? Like, yes. What? This is crazy. These niggas.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Satsuki more passionate than them. Yeah.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this?
We're almost 5 hours into the game.
I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
No, you killed Chihiro in the boys' locker room.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
No, not everything, but almost.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
The hell?
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Hifumi just there to provide oohs and ahs, zero value. I'm saying. I would say he just running and jumping, but he ain't doing that either.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Oh. There isn't?
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I'm on your ass.
I believe I do.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Got you.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
It wasn't.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room...
Why was Chihiro there? I'm glad you asked that, Celestia. I know you didn't ask it yet, but I'm glad you asked that. It's time to reveal it. It's time. I called it.
Then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Yeah. I'm glad you asked that.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
How?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it!
What?
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Oops, wrong one. I gotta wait for old boy to talk.
Must have hacked her She was the ultimate programmer. I'm sure there would have been no...
No, I don't think that... She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about... Gord?
No, that's wrong.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Why would Chihiro just hack into the boys' locker room? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
What does that mean, Sakura?
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
No.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Pull out... Judge, I present to you Exhibit D. Chihiro's dick.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Can she do that?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
I was going to say, can she do that? What?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Well, alright then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Watch. Either we're going to the body, and like I said, we whipping out the dick, or we're going to Chihiro's room. And in that room, we will see with the bathroom. Boys' bathroom doesn't lock. Girls' bathroom locks. Once we see the bathroom doesn't lock, confirmed. I've been waiting.
For real? Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Where we going?
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Don't, not you, Hifumi. We only need one person to do this.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just...
It's based on religion.
You know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
What? What does that mean?
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
You sure?
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
And Jill about the Yuri too?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this?
It's called a penis.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible. This girl is...
Is what?
Is a boy!
I said this shit from the beginning. Look at the tapes. I said this shit from the beginning. I paused the game and I thought about Chihiro being in the locker room. I'm gonna tell you what led me to that point. I thought about Chihiro being in the locker room and the fact that we knew that only a certain gender could enter there. The respective gender could enter there. And I was thinking to myself, before I had any evidence, I was thinking to myself, whoever did this could have just framed the body in there. But for what reason? If you put it in a girl's locker room, then by logic, only a girl could have done it. But then I thought to myself, what if Chihiro isn't a girl? Because everybody was assuming Chihiro's a girl, and I looked at her, I was like, okay, yeah, everybody thinks she's a girl, but I'm like, why? But like, we don't know that. There's no way to know that. There's no, because everybody thought Sakura was a dude. It wasn't until Sakura said I'm a girl that everybody was like, oh shit, my bad. Go check the tapes, nigga. I said it from the beginning. And as I kept getting more evidence, I was like, yeah. The fact that Chihiro didn't want to go into the locker rooms, the fact that Chihiro was going in there at night, it's because Chihiro was a dude the whole time. The fact that Chihiro wanted to work out and was embarrassed and ashamed that they weren't more masculine. I tried to say detect Satsuki on the case, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you.
What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed
Okay, that sounds really bad. That sounds really bad. But I think what the game was going for was the fact that since Chihiro was actually a guy, Jill is like, so Chihiro was like fair grounds for me. Damn. But it sounds really bad that she's focusing on the cross-dressing. That's kind of wild, but okay.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh?
I told you.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Let's go. Let's lock his ass up. Let's do it. Let's do
I apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy. And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Kuma said he knew that Chihiro was a dude from the beginning, so yes, the handbook had Chihiro's gender as a male.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
The motive for moving the body was simply to frame Jill.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
That boy just saying words. Incongruity. Shut your ass up.
This is the most
We about to execute you.
situation.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
This is so annoying.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
He's acting like he's not, but I don't see how he wouldn't be. The only thing that could be possible, he's still involved. Let's get that out of the way. He's still involved, but nah, that wouldn't make no damn sense either. Okay, this is gonna sound stupid. Unless Kuma is counting Jill as a separate person from Toko. If he counts those, like if he counts Jill as a separate person, then that could cause a lot of problems. Which if they do that, bruh, if they count Jill as a separate person, I'm gonna be mad as hell. I ain't gonna count. I'm gonna be mad as hell, because how am I supposed to figure shit out from that? If they count Jill as a separate person, I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying.
Bro, I think they're for real about to do that. Like he knows about this murder. He knows who did it. Like that's not a question. He knows who did it, but he's acting uninvolved, but he orchestrated it for sure. I hope that's not what they're doing, because if they doing that, I'm gonna be mad as fuck. Because how am I supposed to know that?
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too, how can I put it, overt.
If it's a separate nigga entirely though, then this case got me.
He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why did you do that to his body?
I want to kill Byakuya.
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
But that doesn't... Oh, God, bro. This shit doesn't make sense now.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya
This
did.
nigga's so stupid. If we guess wrong, we're gonna die, bro. Do you not care?
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
Like he's too lax, bruh.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
I got it!
Alright, what evidence we got now? I forgot what she
Isn't there
said.
a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro spotted her leaving the warehouse. As soon as she was stuck in some blue exercise clothes took off the back. Presumably, she was on her way to exercise, but clothes were not found at the crime scene. Wait a minute. Didn't that fat fuck say he had some evidence for me that he never said he never did anything about? Okay, let's see. Oh, that's not a clue? Okay, never mind.
Shoot.
Alright, let's
Isn't
speed
there
through
a
this.
single clue? Well, did nobody get a... I'm sure if someone saw the... Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Yeah. All we need right now is kind of new info.
What?
Shoot.
Don't tell me I gotta do that true flashback thing.
Isn't
Jesus
there a
Christ.
single clue that might lead... Well, clues are... Did nobody get a look?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Even that might...
Actually, let me just let it run.
It's over. You want to know who saw the killer?
And only the... And it's not like they're just gonna...
Turn them. Game over, man.
Yay! No! Not game over!
Alright.
Isn't there a single clue? Well, clues... Did nobody get a look?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone
Saw the victim at some point.
Yeah. All we need right now is any—
It's over.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the...
No, that's wrong.
Alright, peace, Bash. Woo! We 5 hours into it. I feel you.
I believe someone else did see the victim.
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
I'm confused on this case now.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Let me know what you think about it.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
I mean, Mondo was the only one that was close to him. I believe Mondo was the only one close to him. But what reason would Mondo have to kill him?
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
I do? I do? I'm kind of lost right now.
Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Well, who had access to the trash room?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
I'm lost. They officially lost me. Detective Satsuki is off the case.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took. First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because...
He's about to say something stupid.
it matched the one the culprit was wearing!
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. 'Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring?
No way.
Okay.
Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said with...
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, that's wrong. Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh,
so
no,
why did
Mondo.
you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it.
Did Mondo kill? Nah.
The bag and clothes
Nah,
were surely
bruh.
disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Yeah, I'm completely lost.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only
Cherry?
possibility.
Cherry?
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony, when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
I'm still confused.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
Because like why would Byakuya set it up to try to frame old girl? That still don't make no damn sense to me.
That's a good question.
Because I hate him? The way he talked? I don't know.
There was a certain turning point. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny
He did do that.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're
I didn't know he had that pattern though.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I
They still gotta explain why the fuck, why did he frame it as if, why did old Byakuya frame it like it was what old girl, like why that still doesn't make sense. That needs to be explained. That makes no sense.
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Bro, he's been withholding this information the entire time. This is so...
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
How they gonna withhold information from me?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Oh my lord.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fun.
If you really insist, then... here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Why would you withhold this information until now? I'm so done. Mondos.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
Can't break it,
odd.
though.
I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
No, I'm lost.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
I got it!
Oh yeah, he did say it was a weak
The
point.
handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
But I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Okay.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
I mean, they both were in the sauna. He had his all his clothes on, so he probably had his handbook in then.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was... Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Okay. Card reader. Wait, what is the card reader? What is the card reader?
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
You need a male student's handbook from the boys' locker room and a female student's from... It's not possible for two people to enter at the same time.
If what he says is correct,
I'm gonna let
then
it rock.
Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
Ah,
what the heck are you talking
okay.
about?
So he used The nigga who killed Sayakas. I forgot that we assumed that that was his instead of like actually knowing. I don't know why we thought we that was actually the handbook. But
what I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch! What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
is that your lover?
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
I don't even know, like, I don't understand this shit at all. Cause they're not like giving me a motive for none of this. Okay, so that goes right there. Or is it this one? It's like the Boa Hancock thing of Kobe carrying up. I don't know what is that? I don't know what the fuck this is. There might be the sauna.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
I still don't no, this shit still doesn't make sense. Why did Byakuya try to frame old girl? That doesn't make any sense. That still makes no sense. Like, it seems like they try to make this more convoluted than it needed to be. Because why? I still don't understand that. Why?
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Hold on, let me take that
That
off.
something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? The killer is you! But how could the victim, who was a... Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Why?
So, after stumbling on the crime scene...
And how did he stumble on the crime scene?
He went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence?
I'm still confused.
You need evidence! You need proof!
Do I?
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Alright, you dick-eating a little too much. This still don't make no sense though. They're focusing on, okay, whatever, he's the killer. Why did Byakuya set that up? That makes no sense. Because if he sets it up and he gets old girl caught up, that means we all get it wrong and we all die. Like, what? They still haven't explained that. That's what I'm focusing on. Cause this right now just feels like a plot twist for the sake of being a plot twist. Why the fuck was he doing all that then? That's what I need to know. Nigga time? What? Oh, hell nah. Dick eating.
What the fuck does that got to do with anything? You're wrong. I won't listen. I refuse you. False.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
What the fuck? I refuse to vote.
So far is right. Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Okay.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Okay, they gotta walk us through this whole thing, bro. 'Cause what the fuck? Oh, man. Whew, almost 6 hours in this motherfucker.
What are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
No, can we know why you did it?
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What? Ta-da! Unbelievable.
Sorry.
What is this?
Is this worse than him dying in a sauna? I still don't know why he did it. This whole case doesn't make any damn sense to me right now. Like I said, this shit just feels like a plot twist just for a plot twist. Cause why the fuck? Okay. Why the fuck was Genocide Jill and Byakuya even involved in this shit? Why? I'm hoping this shit starts to make some sense.
Now then. Actually... Ha!
Wait.
Weak, 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 weak.
Hey, What?
I'm sorry. But... That's right. I want to change.
Hey,
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Correct. Indeed. Certainly.
But...
Nigga, I don't care about that. Why did he kill Chihiro?
Because...
Random question, why do white people like cheese so much? As if I can answer the question.
I knew it.
Okay, that makes sense.
What is this?
Or whatever.
You're wrong.
Don't make me repeat my...
Oh, man.
Hey,
He killed his brother? So to cover up that secret, he killed his friend? What? Oh my fucking god. What? To cover up the secret of him killing his brother, he killed his friend. What?
I just...
This nigga acting like KD, bro. This nigga's Kevin Durant. Nigga got mad that Steph Curry got all the attention and all the love.
Don't fuck with me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so underwhelmed by this chapter, bro.
I just...
And it's not the murder itself, because the murder itself makes sense. My problem is with the stupid cover-up that made all this convoluted for no reason. Why did that happen? Why was Byakuya involved in this? I don't understand. That shit makes no sense to me. Because they said he stumbled on the body. How did he just stumble upon the body in the girls' locker room? What? And then again, why did he do that? I still don't understand.
I'm sorry. Huh? But I want to change.
You piece of... What? What?
Huh?
What?
No! What's wrong?
Damn you!
I just wanted to...
Yeah, that's right. You son of a bitch! I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Yep.
It can't be.
Okay. So they not going to explain why. I'm frustrated at the process of this trial because they made this whole thing a lot complicated than it needed to be, and practically all the evidence I collected was useless. Almost all the evidence I collected was useless when you think about it. The only evidence that had any meaning was the fact that Chihiro was a guy. That's it. All the other evidence I collected in this case meant nothing. Like, bruh, can I look at my evidence? Like, look at all the evidence I collected, and you tell me did this actually mean, like, I can only do what the game like allows me to figure out. based on this evidence, how the fuck would I figure out it was Mondo? Yeah. Why? 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 Why did he do this? Why did he do this? I'm so confused.
Well now.
Just kill Mondo and get this over with, please. Oh my god, this chapter took a lot out of me.
Ridiculous.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
I'm assuming that he's gonna get dragged by a bike or something. I don't care. I don't care. Please just kill him.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
And what did he do to Taka in that sauna for him to react like this? They must have been lovers for real, because he is too distraught for him to be just a friend. Look at this, bro. There's no way they were in a relationship. Who reacts like this? Y'all were only like friends for like 5 seconds. Something happened in that sauna. I'm telling you, something happened in that sauna.
What do you get?
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
You're not acting like that if Morgan was sentenced to death? No, I'm not crying. I'm not. Morgan! Morgan! Alright, let me turn this off so y'all can see the whole thing. I hate this chapter. What was that? I dislike this chapter. That was such a lame ass death. What was that? That oh my god, this ending was not worth this whole hassle, man. Oh man, this chapter underwhelmed me. Jesus. Saucy, you saying that as if like they ruined Mondo. I don't care about Mondo anymore. I'd much rather like Jill be here than Mondo at this point, because what the fuck is this? Ugh. Like, and you expect me to act like that when if Morgan gets executed? Especially after he admits it. I'm telling you, Taka and Mondo were lovers, man. They were lovers. He's saying, brother, that nah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. He said, brother, like, Ellie, you had to understand, like, they weren't friends until one moment happened. It took one moment happen, and after that one moment happened, they suddenly became buddy. They were in a sauna with each other. After that incident with the sauna, in which I wasn't present, in which they were there for hours apparently. After that incident, they loved each other like this. Something happened in that sauna, and it wasn't friendly. That's all I'm saying. Come on. I wasn't reacting like this when Sayaka died. So why did you frame?
What is this?
Naturally.
Hey. However,
Please explain. Please explain. This explanation will completely frame how I feel about this chapter, because his intervention right now makes no sense.
What?
Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
I'm about to shut this fucking game off, bro. That had to be the stupidest shit. This got to be the stupidest shit I've ever heard of, because it made things more interesting. Mind you, this isn't a shit where you can guess someone wrong and you get another try. If you guess someone wrong as being a culprit, you die. If you guess wrong, you die. Okay, so like, okay. If you want to write his character like this, fine. I still think it's stupid considering everything they've shown us so far, but fine. Let's retcon his character. From this point on, you can't have him care about his life. From this point on, he cannot care about his life. He better not bitch or moan when he gets executed, or if he gets nothing. From this point on, let's just say this is character. Let's say this is character. Let's take this game at his word. This nigga from now on cannot care about his life. If he clings onto his life in any fashion other than, I don't know, some cliche like I just want to continue trolling people. Other than that, he better not care about his life. Y'all just piss me off. Y'all just piss me off. Y'all just piss me off with this game. I'm mad. This whole thing was everything I did in terms of the evidence collecting, other than finding out Chihiro was a dude, was a waste of time. All of this was a waste of time. Like my investigation almost had no bearing on the case.
Honestly. There is nothing to be done.
What?
Well...
And he just so happened to stumble upon Mondo at the exact same time. Come on, bro. That's how we doing it? He just happened to, at the exact same time of him coming out the locker room. This is some domestic girlfriend coincidence type of shit. Rent a girlfriend coincidence type of shit. What? Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Because look. He said he stumbled upon Mondo coming out the girls' locker room. He still had to be in, because there's a section before you get to the locker room. He still had to be in there. Why was he there? What, like, there's still... I hate him. I hate him for a completely different reason now. And I don't hate him because he's a troll. I hate him because this whole troll thing doesn't make sense. Like, y'all wrote him like this out of nowhere. He was not like this before. Does he got a split personality?
But...
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god, bro. Oh my god, bro. I created like a way for them to get out of this or whatever, if they kind of like retcon his character, but this makes even less sense. So he was going to let everything play out, and then at the last moment, like pull the rug up under us and go, well, actually, I seen Mondo. What makes you think they were going to believe you? Why would we get to all this point at pointing at you, and then you say that I seen Mondo come out the locker room, and that all of a sudden would have made us go, oh yeah, you really aren't the killer? Do you not realize how stupid that sounds? Why would we spare your life after that? I don't like this chapter. I don't like this chapter. I don't like this chapter.
Interesting.
Correct.
No, I'm not satisfied. No, I'm not satisfied.
Hey.
What's this?
You. What?
Damn. What the heck? Damn it!
Ooh, how exciting!
That's enough.
I had to explain to y'all how stupid this whole thing is. Like, I had to break down how stupid this is.
In the name of my family.
You're getting all riled up.
I had to break down how stupid this case is. Please let me move on. I have to break down how stupid this case is, because I don't think y'all understand how stupid it. Like, Ellie wasn't here for everything, so he doesn't understand the full grasp of how stupid this is. I'll explain how stupid this is.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
Rest in peace, Lights headphones.
After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away! Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied, because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Boy's life of the spirit. They talk about me. I can't believe this, man. My whole question throughout the whole trial was, why would he do that? He said it's because it made everything interesting. But then he also says, I would have revealed the information that Mondo was the actual killer if it would have looked like I was going to get voted on. My problem with that is the timing, of course. That's a problem. But my other problem is he tried to frame the serial killer. What made him think that the serial killer wouldn't just take credit for the murder? He doesn't know, like, the mental, like, he doesn't know Jill. If Jill said, yes, I killed Chihiro, or he could have just, he didn't even know Jill was going to come out in that scene. He didn't know Jill was going to come out. So what if Jill didn't come out, and then we had a situation to where Toko assumed the identity and not the serial killer? What if Toko, having a split personality, also believed that Jill did it? If Toko would have fessed up and said, yes, I did it, then everybody would have voted for her. Even if he spoke up and said, no, actually, Mondo's the one that did it. Why would they believe him when the easiest thing to think of is the serial killer did it? He made the case so convoluted in framing a serial killer. He made it so easy for everybody to pin it on the serial killer that I can't buy his explanation of, I had this sitting in my back pocket that I would have revealed it was Mondo the entire time. Because again, why would I just believe you? There's no, like, I don't care how smooth of a talker you think you are. Why would we not believe it's a serial killer with all that evidence, and then that at the last moment you say, well, actually, huh? Because if we would have voted for her, you die. Everybody else dies. It's up for Mondo. And given how impressionable everybody is, for some reason nobody in the class takes any type of details in the crime scene. They take literally no evidence. Like, they'll be surprised when you present something very obvious. You'll be like, well, actually, they were killed with a knife. And they'll be like, what? And it's like, did you look at the body? Like, the logic of that whole chapter made no sense. I don't understand. It's plain dumb, and he has a huge ego. Yeah, maybe he thought he was that smooth of a talker that he could get out of the situation regardless. But again, that seems so convoluted because again, all the evidence I collected was practically useless in the courtroom. I was spending all that time just talking for nothing. And it felt like one of those moments where it's just a plot twist for the sake of being a plot twist. Like, oh, you thought you, and I'm not saying there wasn't any setup for Mondo to be the killer. It's just that they moved you in an entirely different direction for no reason. Like that red herring shouldn't have been as big as it was. At least with the first chapter of them framing me, obviously, of course, since I'm playing as my character, I knew it wasn't me. At least like that whole thing made some semblance of sense with everybody believing that I was the killer. But oh my goodness, from thinking it's Toko to thinking it's Byakuya and then going to Mondo, and the reason he did it was because he felt inferior to his brother, and Chihiro had all this newfound confidence and that made him feel inferior, so he killed Chihiro in light of his inferiority complex. What? I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Yeah, Ellie, if this wasn't 6 hours of content, like just to get to this point, maybe I wouldn't be so bothered. If it was just an hour or whatever, maybe I would feel a lot different. But it's like I spent all that time. I spent 4 hours collecting all that evidence, talking all that, just to get to that, just for you to pull a oh, actually it's Mondo, and here's why. Detective Satsuki is it's time to turn in my badge. Detective Satsuki it's not. I got to start changing the title of the streams now because I can't be Detective Satsuki. It's Bystander Satsuki from now on. I'm gonna just let y'all explain why the killer did what he did, because the evidence I collect isn't going to matter anyways. It's not going to matter because I don't know how realistically I was supposed to collect all that and get to the conclusion that he did it. Because the whole time when I'm collecting the evidence, I'm like, okay, why did Byakuya do that? And then their explanation was, I wanted to make it interesting. So if anybody is an accomplice to a murder or they stage it in any way, I'm supposed to just, if they could just use a get out of jail free card by saying, I thought it'd be fun. Like, that's what we're doing. All right. Yeah, I've gone crazy, man. The heat is getting to me. I've been sweating. It hasn't that's not even because I've been here for 6 hours. The AC is off at my house. Off. That's why you may hear the fan a little in the background. I'm tired. I'm hot. I'm disappointed. I feel true despair.
Life is just death, taking its time. Who gon' take it from my hand? Was lonely before friends. I'm holding my own hand and taking these bad shots, just hoping they go in. Everything folds in.